Being a manager is one of the toughest jobs in any workplace. And if you're listening to this right now, I know something about you. You care, you want to be better, and you're doing your best, even when it feels hard. And trust me, it will feel hard sometimes. Because here's something nobody tells you when you become a manager. Management will expose every insecurity you've ever had. It doesn't matter whether you become a manager at 21, 31, or even 51. Being a manager is uncomfortable for everyone at first. Everyone feels out of their depth, everyone questions themselves, and everyone wonders, am I doing this right? You are not alone, and today I want to help you feel less alone. So what's my story? I became a manager at 21, almost 20 years ago now. I can't quite believe that when I say it. I had zero training. I was thrown straight into the deep end. Unfortunately, I felt a bit anxious at times. In fact, really anxious at times, if I'm being honest. I was unprepared and constantly worried I'd mess something up. But here's the thing. You don't need to be in your 20s to feel like that. You could be any age, you can have any experience. Across Reddit, Glassdoor, TikTok, anywhere you look, managers of all ages and all levels of experience are saying the same thing. I was promoted, but nobody taught me how to manage people. I feel like I'm winging it every single day. I know my job, I just don't know how to manage people. And that's the reality. It doesn't matter how old, how much experience you've got, it really doesn't matter. If nobody teaches you to lead, you're going to struggle, and that struggle can feel incredibly isolating. But stay with me, because later in this video, I'm going to share a single mindset shift that changed everything for me personally. And I'm hoping it might change everything for you too. So why do most managers struggle? Here's something shocking, and I couldn't quite believe this when I read it, but according to Forbes, up to 60% of managers have never been trained. 60%. Can you believe that? I know I couldn't. Imagine that in any other profession. Untrained doctors, untrained engineers, untrained pilots. Imagine stepping onto a plane with an untrained pilot. Sounds ridiculous, right? But in management, it's normal. Managers, whether new or experienced, are expected to handle conflict, motivate teams, give feedback, make tough decisions, communicate clearly, coach others, stay calm under pressure. And that's just a few things. There's a lot more to it, right? All that with no real development. And that's where the problem starts. So, what are the toughest parts of being a manager? Well, I probably shared some of those already, but here's even more. Almost every manager struggles with these things, no matter their age, background, or experience. Number one, the confidence gap. Confidence isn't age dependent, it's experience dependent. And most managers never get the right experience early on. I know I never did. Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from learning through moments that scare you. Things that make you feel out of your depth. Later in this video, I'll share the one mistake that destroys managers' confidence quickly and how to avoid it. Number two, leading people who have different expectations. Not older, not younger, just different. People come into the workplace with different experiences, different habits, different values, and different styles. And managing that can feel overwhelming for any manager. Your job is not to be perfect. Your job is to stay consistent. Number three, not knowing what to do next. People think experienced managers always know what to say. They don't. I still don't know what to say every single time. Senior leaders often Google how to have a difficult conversation 5 minutes before the meeting. There are still CEOs, senior leaders out there doing that because they've never been trained. They've never been trained how to do it. Good management isn't about having the answers. It's okay. It's about having the courage to figure things out. Number four, feeling lonely in management. This hits new managers and seasoned managers equally. You can't vent downwards, you can't always vent sideways, and venting upwards often feels risky. So you carry everything alone. And later, I'll share the mindset shift that stopped me feeling isolated as a leader and as the HR director I am today. Number five, making decisions you don't feel ready for. It doesn't matter how long you've been managing, you will always face situations that push you outside your comfort zone. Decision making is the furnace where strong leaders are built. So, hopefully those 5 things were helpful. What was my turning point? Let me tell you the moment everything changed for me. After a particularly draining and challenging day, I remember it very, very well, even though it was like 15 years ago or something. A senior leader said something that stuck with me since then. James, you don't need to know everything. You just need to care. And that's when I realized management isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about empathy, curiosity, and courage. From there, I started reading, asking questions, making mistakes, getting feedback along the way, and learning every day. And slowly but surely, I became the leader I once needed, eventually a HR director. And now, someone bold enough to launch my first ever app, which is quite scary, but something I've really wanted to do for some time. And that's with a mission to create great managers everywhere and give them the support I never had. So why I created Manager Made? After nearly 20 years in leadership, I realized something really, really important. Most managers want to do well, they just haven't been given the tools. I've moved from organization to organization, and every single one has had the same problem. Managers have not had the right training, they feel unprepared, they feel out of their depth, constantly relying on HR for the answers. They're just struggling, and that's why I built Manager Made. It's for brand new managers, managers who want to feel more confident, managers who were promoted without support, managers who want to grow, aspiring managers preparing for future roles and that next promotion. Inside the app, you'll find lots of great stuff. And I have to say, I'm so proud of this model and this hub. Honestly, I promise you, you will get everything you need to become a better manager. You can learn at your own pace, build essential skills, self-assess your progress, and even ask our custom AI agent real-time questions. But don't worry, it's all trained on my own guidance and experience to give you the very best answers. It's like having a supportive HR director in your pocket without any judgment. And this YouTube channel I've just launched will be your ongoing free learning hub to support you week after week. But of course, my app will give you the additional support that will be so important to get you there and get you to the place that you really need to be. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, because every week I'm going to give you something that will help you become the manager you're capable of becoming. So, the number one mistake that destroys manager confidence, which I promised to tell you earlier. The biggest mistake managers make, can you guess it? Thinking they need to know all the answers. Remember, you don't. Nobody does. I don't know all the answers day in, day out. Not new managers, not experienced managers, not directors, not even CEOs need to have all the answers. And I don't know in your experience, but I've never come across a CEO that has all the answers, and that's okay. Stop chasing perfection. Stop chasing perfection. Remember that. Instead, start chasing progress. I'll repeat it again. Start chasing progress. So what's the mindset shift that changed everything for me? Here is. Your team isn't looking for a perfect manager. They're looking for a human one. Show up, listen, care, be honest, be reasonable, be consistent. Okay, don't change who you are. That's not necessary. You got to where you are for being who you are. Don't forget that. Don't get into a place where you're being really authoritative. People don't like that. They don't work effectively in that way. That's never worked for me. I've never done that. I never will do that. Okay, so remember those things. That is it. That's the foundation of great management. The rest, you can learn. You can learn from me, and you can learn from Manager Made app. And I want to help you learn it. I really do, because I am so passionate about changing the world and changing managers to be better. Not only to have the managers, but to help all of those around them, okay? Life would be so much easier if workplaces had great managers. I really believe that. I really do. So I'm on a mission to change things, trust me. So if you have ever felt unsure, underprepared, or like you're making up as you go along, I want you to know something. You're not failing, You're not behind, you're not alone. You are just growing, and growth is uncomfortable for everyone. You have more potential than you realize, and I'm here through this channel and through Manager Made to help you unlock your full potential. So remember, right, you've got this, and I got your back. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for listening, and thanks for checking out my channel.